more stop. It was the end of the afternoon, and we had one more stop. And we were in some ghetto in Detroit, which I've never been in. And it's a real bad ghetto. It's central Detroit. And I was like the only white guy probably about 5 square miles.
What's a Manila?
So the guy I was working with, he asked me to stop at this store. And it was a white building, and it had, like every other party store. They had like the bars over the windows and the big cage. They pulled on the cage in front of the store kind of deal. Yeah. And he jumped out of the truck, and I'm like, fine, go. He said he wanted to buy some loose cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, fine. So I'm like, I just want to stop.
You don't have to do the whole
air quotation on loose cigarettes.
Nobody can see the air quotes, and we can, but we know what we're already talking about. So let's just roll.
So I'm sitting in the van. The guy goes in the shop. There's only like one window, and it's barred covered.
Lesbians are so awkward. There's nothing you can call here.
And the guy comes out running real not running real fast, but
even
normal. Jumps in the cab of the truck.
Just call 911.
I put the I'm ready to go. I start driving. And next thing I know, lights all around me. So I pull. I just.
You're the only white guy in the area.
Yeah,
of course
I stop the van,
Right, they're like, this guy.
And I look at the guy.
Someone grab Ben's big dick and wake him up.
Did you just fucking rob the store?
Yeah, like right. You can get right.
And he doesn't say nothing. Next thing the cop
Who wants to rape Ben?
Guns drawn. I got a fucking gun in my face.
Is there 911 in Mexico?
Rule of the night here. Should have paid your parking ticket.
So I'm standing up, and I'm getting patted down. I get handcuffed. I get thrown in the backseat of a car.
Sounds like a really bad stripper intro.
I think it sounds like a good night porno.
There was 2 white cops out of all the black cops, and the white cops come up to me. They said to me, okay, you get my wallet. They run my information.
They pampered you.
They didn't pamper me. They were rough with me. I got punched in the nuts.
Sounds like a great fucking night.
Looks like Ben and I are in the middle of the night.
This sounds like the numbers we were calling.
So another cop comes up to me. He says to me, he goes, "What do you have in the cab of the truck?" And I go, "I got my jacket,
dead prostitutes,
and I got my cigarettes, and
grandma.
I got my lighter, and my cigarettes and my lighter in the front. Any other property is not mine." So the cop comes up to me. I have to pull my jacket out on the hood of the cop car that I'm sitting in,
and they pull your pants down slowly.
No, and I was in the back of the cop
body
car.
Cavity search.
Spit on it first.
And he comes back to me and he pulls out the cigarette and stuff. Sees nothing else, Mike, and they just disappear. Like cops kind of like
real quick. Hold on.
Conferencing.
Jeff.
Yes.
What do you get when you cross a brown chicken and a brown cow?
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Why did they ruin everything, Gomez?
Shut up, Gomez!
Go, Agent Gomez arms. So, finally, cop comes to me.
Bye, Felicia.
Wrong one.
He goes, "Whose crack is in the cab of the truck?"
Like, mine's out here, sir.
And I go, I'm sorry, I had cigarettes in my jacket, and that was my only personal property.
And you felt my crack.
So, he comes to me, he goes, "Okay, we found crack in the car." And I said to the
There's any night for me to get arrested.
I'll tell
Tonight's
you what,
the night.
If you're arresting me for crack cocaine, you take me to jail for this shit.
Judgment went out the window when you put those fucking leggings on.
Ask you. One question to ask you. Can you please put me in the same cell as the guy I was in the cab with?
Man, I feel like
one of the
Cop
children.
came back to me 20 minutes later. He said to me, "You're free to go."
I'm cute tonight.
So he lets me go. That was.
He didn't want you to whoop his ass in jail.
Well, the guy.
Dick mouth now. Dick mouth now.
I'd have played it off and been like, "This is bullshit. That motherfucker said we smoked all of it before we left. That goddamn lying asshole's holding out on me."
Well, I've never been in handcuffs at this point.
Your girlfriend
nervous.
sounds
At this
boring
point,
to
I
me.
like that you throw that in because I handcuff him every
Yeah,
night.
his girlfriend sounds really boring.
You know how many times I've been arrested?
I was pissed because I was going to
Never
go to jail
charged.
for crack cocaine, and the only thing I wanted,
You should have, Jeff. You should have went to
the
jail for
fucking
crack cocaine.
confession out of this nigger.
Can I raise?
Oh, don't say. Oh, hold on.
You did a whole
No.
show saying it.
Yeah, I said niglet. That was different. I was playing a part.
Nope, you did Niglet last night, but you did a whole.
And there's
show
a
on it.
difference.
I did not
This
do
guy
a show on
was
this.
a black
the
guy
difference.
who wanted nothing but trouble
I
amongst
did
others.
not.
I know a
I don't
lot
care.
of black
I'm sorry,
people.
black
Still
community.
just
I
black.
love
You
it.
gotta call him anything.
I
you
will
want.
call him a nigger.
It's
No.
Not the black guys I know who are respectable, who look out for others,
No.
but the black
He's
guys
from
who don't
Detroit.
look
I
out
don't
for
care.
people. No, fuck
I'm
that.
from the South.
He was-
I still
Actually,
don't. I don't
no,
like
No,
that
we're
word.
up here. That's how it goes.
It's a difference. If there's a
I
black
use the N-word
that
frequently,
I
but not
know,
actually directing it
he's
at a black person.
and he's a
No,
nice
there's
guy
not a
who
difference.
treats people with
That's elevated
respect.
quickly.
I don't
Yeah.
call him a nigger.
I don't like
He
that.
is
I
a
hate that
black
word.
American,
I hate that word.
and he is
You
not
guys
a
like
nigger.
Detroit online.
But I'll tell
I
you
hate
what,
that
a
word.
black
We're all
guy
dead.
who
Jeff,
tried-
you just killed all of us. Are you
No,
happy?
Detroit,
no,
what?
No, fuck that. There's a difference
Everybody's
between
up there.
You're
black
right.
people
I hate it.
and there's
I don't
a
like it.
difference between
Gomez,
niggers.
calm down.
A nigger can be a Mexican, a nigger can be a white person. But
I don't care, I
anybody
just don't like the
who
word.
Okay.
almost
Hold
puts
on.
Alright.
somebody
Stop.
in
Okay,
his
now you-
Hold on,
jail.
everyone, listen. Everyone, we're gonna bring it back here. Has anybody seen?
Conflict resolution?
Yeah. Has anybody seen Louis C.K. or listened to Louis C.K.? Where he
Yes.
sits there and he talks about faggot, but he's not referring to a black. He's not referring to a gay person. But like that's a derogatory word. But when like you're saying like, God, that guy's being a faggot.
Yeah.
You know, he's not talking about like someone being gay. Like and he's like what he's saying is that when he's using that word, which is still derogatory. I use like a nigga.
There was one night you busted out the N-word.
I do, but I don't refer to, and I don't actually do it in a derogatory sense, as well,
It
which is
not
what he's
derogatory
saying.
to black, upstanding people who
No,
are
No,
no,
you can't. Yeah.
Now you're going Trump.
You're taking
Now
it to
you're
a
going
level,
Trump.
yeah.
No,
Now you're going
no,
Trump.
I'm not being offensive. I
No,
don't
it
think
is.
When
You're
you were
being it-
no,
I know lots
hold
of
on.
black people who are not offensive and not rude.
That's what it is. You're like,
and
the
that-
ones that are
But you know
educated
what?
aren't
I
that,
will
but the
call a
ones that
white
are, I'm
person
like,
a
oh,
nigger
that's
too.
not
What about
educated.
crackers?
I'll call a Mexican a nigger too, because there is a
I'm
difference. A
finding
nigger
crackers.
is somebody
He's
who
not-
doesn't
he's
give a
not-
shit about anybody else.
We got it.
No, hold
You
on.
can
No,
call a
hold on.
white person
Gomez
man-bomb.
isn't understanding. I know exactly where he's coming from. He's digging himself a
Oh
weird
no,
hole.
I get it, but
I'll
it's
dig
not
that fucking
okay.
hole because I know
and
what I meant.
No, exactly. And what I'm trying to explain is that what
No,
I'm
I
trying to
get it,
explain.
but-
You gotta stop explaining first of all,
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
I
trying to
get it,
explain to
but
her.
it's not okay, and I know the people listening are going to take it way worse than I would.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. No, they're not. The thing is that the way he's not meaning it in a derogatory
No,
sense. He's
not at
meaning
all.
it in a like it when you're describing an action, not describing a person. So he's meaning it in and it's still
Action
a derogatory
is verb,
word.
not noun.
Try not to, we all try, but and people are from different spots and all that kind of stuff. And all that, but he's not describing a person.
You get mad at
or
your kids for calling me gay, Mez, and you're not going to get mad at him for shouting the word nigger.
did they call you
Homeless.
gay, miss?
They call you homeless.
Oh no, there was one yesterday. Yeah, but she got mad
First of
about
all,
it. I think
yeah.
that one doesn't bother me because like I know the kids.
No, hold on. I raised my kids.
I know the person.
And, like once again,
Stop
when everyone's a fucking comedian in the household, no one's funny. By the way, and at the same time, I have little kids that even if they were joking, they're not an adult and they don't get like they're not gonna walk around saying shit like that. Okay, when I sit there and we make jokes and stuff like that, and we're adults and we're educated and we're like
I'm gonna curl up on the
socialized and all that
chair
kind of
and
stuff,
pass
and we want to make jokes knowing that we're not meaning any harm by it. I'm not gonna have my kids spouting off some shit that they don't know anything about and then walking around talking like that. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate for other kids to talk about, that kind of shit. So of course I'm gonna get mad. Number one, they don't know what the fuck they're saying, and they're not gonna be raised around that kind of thing because young minds are young minds. So of course I'm gonna fucking defend that. You and I could talk about Adam butt plugging fucking gay
Yes,
Lady
we
Gaga
are.
fucking
Yes,
all day
we
long.
are.
And I don't really care, but it's different. We're
Adam
joking.
promised me.
And we know we're joking, but we've been on this earth.
Tonight.
We've been on this earth a lot longer than everyone else has.
Where are we
So
going with
I don't
this?
give a shit what my kids
Exactly.
cannot
this is what
talk
she
like that.
does.
You went off subject. What are we talking about now?
My
How
kids,
I
my
told a
kids, my
black
kids
person
cannot. My kids cannot use derogatory
Okay, but that's
words
what I was
even if they're
going in the
joking.
same sense. Like you got mad at your kids.
He's
but
an adult.
doing that doesn't make a fucking difference. Derogatory is derogatory.
He's
It
using
is
it as a
little bit
verb and
worse
not actually
than
using
somebody
it as a
calling me
describing a
gay,
person.
Mez, than calling somebody the N-word. I never refuse to say because I don't like the word.
Okay.
And I respect that.
That's I respect that. I do. But I'm not.
But you're being
calling,
a nigger now by saying that.
I'm
You know
not
that,
calling
right?
a person.
I'm not an uneducated, ignorant person.
Now you are describing a person, so that's all on you being
Yeah,
Have I
right.
that's just the definitions,
disrespected
an
you in your
uneducated,
heritage?
ignorant person.
Have I disrespected
Yeah, we
you?
do every day.
What have I disrespected you? As
Like
a
you laugh.
person?
You want to get high five to laughing on that one. But no, and I understand.
guys are
I
going way
try.
too
I don't
serious
like
with
using
this.
that
No,
word
but have I
either. Hold on, but I'm gonna
disrespected
agree.
you
I
as
don't
a
like using
person?
that word
I
either.
don't like
It
the
makes
word
me
I'm gonna
yourself.
pull
I
Brady
really
and
do
See, I
find
don't
the
care.
word
I'll
disrespectful.
disrespect the people. I don't give a shit
I
about
do-
that.
I do-
But I
I
will not
do-
disrespect the person that I know, that I've worked with, that I've been
He's
friends
using it in the
with.
sense that you would call someone a fucker.
Yeah.
He's using it in that sense. Now, once again,
I wouldn't
everyone's
do that over the air, though. There's a lot of people that's not going to take it as just, as your
Then
friend.
they don't have to take it that way.
No,
Because
there's
I'm
a-
not
there's a-
calling that individual person.
Okay,
I'm
stop.
talking about the guy who's
No,
almost
no, no. Jeff's right and Gomez is right. Both of you are right.
We went through this
And
already
ruined
on a podcast
my
like
life.
3 weeks ago when she decided she is saying the same thing that he's saying right now.
I wasn't here for that one. I was working.
I don't remember
were
being
here.
there for that one.
No,
It was
'cause
in
I
my
would've gotten the
basement.
same
It
right
was
about
in my
that.
basement and you were there.
Oh, then I was gone. That
And
was the night that I
I was
passed.
gone
That's
mentally.
not
Like the
I was
person
gone.
that I
That
know
was the
that
first
I
night
would
of titty
never
slap.
insult.
Oh, then,
The
yeah, I was
person
gone.
I'm not
I
going
don't
to
remember
insult. The person who fucks me over
know
and almost sends me
Okay,
to jail.
now we don't
Hey,
need to
it's
get
it's
so
literally a
serious.
matter of
We're
like
not a
where
serious
you're
show.
from and like things that are appropriate and like and that's
Liz,
the thing.
would you like to lick my labia?
Yeah.
Okay. My menorah?
No. I know what happens in there.
Okay.
There's a whole song about it.
Yeah. Maybe, we broke a
There's
guitar
nothing-
string.
Yeah,
We
Gomez
can't
knows
even
she said
fucking
shit.
There's
play.
nothing good about that.
No, but and once again,
Oh.
and to squash this whole argument, it really comes down to different slang is used in different locations, and if we all live peacefully and you don't use things in a derogatory sense.
Everybody needs to quit being so fucking sensitive. Put their tampons in,
Yep.
take the sandbags out, and shut the fuck up.
Now, once again, Jeff is not sitting there saying
I
he
will sit here
hates
and you
black
guys can
people
call me a whore all
or
night,
is
and I'm
referring
not
to
a
the
whore,
net,
and I don't get fucking sensitive.
And I
about
understand
it.
that word is a very sensitive word, and I
There's
get
a
where
lot more
Gomez
that
is
goes
coming
on
from
besides
too.
the whole horror thing. Nigger comes back to a
No,
long term
whore
of
thing
like a
is
lot
not.
of fucked
I'll
up.
That's
I'll
thing.
get into
He's
fucking
using
history
it.
of
Hold
whore.
on, everyone. Hold on. As the moderator,
I'm being sarcastic over here. She's being serious.
I'm gonna go ahead and clamp
I'm
this
just
down right
saying,
now.
there's a lot of people who listen.
Will you
It's
clam my
like,
face?
There is a lot of people that listen, and once again, and we use a lot of very, very sensitive
Gomez.
words here in the show, but
Gomez, I will publicly say, Gomez,
no, hold on.
I
Let
apologize
Just another drink.
to you.
no. Hold on. Let
You need
me
to calm down over here.
everyone.
Oh,
Let me squash this one, okay?
Can we squash
gonna-
my badge afterwards?
I will. Let me squash this one. Depending on where you're from, location, all that different slang gets used, and what's one. And Jeff, you're not being inappropriate,
I don't know, I lived
and
in North
Gomez,
and South, and
you're
nigger's
not
never
being
a good word to use anyway.
you're not being overly.
I grew up with it as a normal term.
You know
yeah,
what?
you grew up in a
and-
majority of like 99% white people.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's
but hold
why
on, you
it's-
gotta
But it was
you gotta
never meant
you gotta
derogatory.
and once again, depending on where you're from and all that, but I want the listening
Mayday?
audience to know Jeff didn't mean it in that sense, and I want Gomez to know that Gomez, you weren't born yesterday.
She's
I mean,
got her
Jesus
knife out
Christ,
right
why
now,
not?
guys.
It's actually in my backpack of my car.
You did pull out a knife on two innocent black men in a bar parking
Okay,
lot.
that's because
They were original African,
but
too.
turns out the words that was being used, you were trying to rape them.
You don't even remember having that knife.
No. Not
But once again, it's all funny games. So, but I mean, understandably, okay. But no one did anything wrong
Now
here because
Blue's
no one's
awake and
using it
Brady's
in that
asleep.
sense.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's how I'm
It's
squashing
like
that one. If
transitioning
anybody were
between the
offended
two.
and you never
Ben,
would
of
apologize,
course.
it wasn't meant to
He's
be
just
used. And
sleeping.
and that's the thing, Jeff. You didn't unuse that word more than anybody else unused. I mean, you didn't
I'm
use
not
it
ashamed
in
by my words.
exactly. So, but you weren't coming from a spot that was bad or malicious. So, everyone needs to just calm down. Woo! What the fuck was that?
It was a Fanta bottle.
Did that thing just pop?
Yep.
Ah.
Again, bitch, I'll do
I
it
knew
again.
it was gonna happen. I just figured it would break the tension. That's fun to
Gomez,
do. Everyone's
I love you. I would never say
You guys,
anything
we got
to
60
offend
minutes
you.
left, and we're gonna end this with
bedtime.
You say we
We're
have
gonna end
60
this with
minutes left,
bedtime.
we're gonna
I
leave
have
this
to
with
be.
a what?
I have to be up at pretty bright and early to be here by 8
I am
a.m.
going to, and in fact, speaking of derogatory, we're gonna end this with the gay bar song because it is one of my favorites, like I did last night. Yeah, and everyone, thanks again for listening. Don't forget to tune in this weekend.
If you're still listening.
Don't be a nigger. Listen on Sunday. We have your mom's day cast.
Stab you in your jugular.
Roast of Gomez. Well, if you can reach it, Gomez. We are sleeping together tonight. This happens.
Wait a minute.
Marry me.
We
guys
will
should
be
leave
at
it
the
in the bed,
water
don't
gun
make this
fight
weird.
for the world. We're
No,
gonna
we won't. It is not because we're in Mexico, but it's not called that down here.
No, but we're gonna be participants on our own little fucking island
We are gonna be
to
participants.
participate in breaking a world record tomorrow.
I'm gonna get dildoed by like 3 people tomorrow. That's the world
That's
record.
gonna be
a world
with
record.
water guns.
That's your record.
Yeah, that's my
Jeff will
record.
be running around in short shorts with a pink little like one
Supporting
squirter.
my friend.
By the way, how awkward is it that Adam woke up and wore a pink tank top up for breakfast the other morning? Anybody else?
He
find
does that
a little
quite
weird?
often at the lake, so don't be surprised. You'll see
That's
that quite
the
a bit
pinkest
from some of the
goddamn
time.
tank top I've ever seen. Anyway, join us, and we are doing it on Sunday. If you are not hanging out in your mom's vagina, definitely join us for the show. We'll be broadcasting live, and we'll be video.